你好
This is Amy. I'm a travel writer and blogger, and today I'll be answering one of your most popular questions. What is my favorite Chinese food? As many of you already know, I was born and raised in the United States, but my parents are both Chinese. Although I've grown up eating a wide variety of food, Indian, Japanese, Mexican, Korean, Chinese cuisine is still one of my favorites. But before we get onto my favorite Chinese dish, first, let me make a few honorable mentions.
饺子
In English, we usually call these dumplings. They're one of the major dishes eaten during Chinese New Year, but in the northern provinces of China, dumplings are eaten year-round. At home, my mom makes dumplings at least once a week, if not more. Dumplings generally consist of minced meat and finely chopped vegetables wrapped in a piece of thin dumpling skin. Dumplings are usually boiled, or steamed. Either way, dumplings are delicious.
云吞
In English, these are also called dumplings. These dumplings are typically boiled in a light broth or soup and made with a meat or shrimp filling. The dumpling skin wrapping for these dumplings is different, thinner and less elastic, than that used for dumplings, and they are wrapped differently than dumplings. Dumplings are more popular in southern China, whereas dumplings are more popular in the north. Either way, I love both of these dumplings.
锅贴
These are usually referred to as dumplings in English. Unlike dumplings, these dumplings are fried, not boiled or steamed. Dumplings usually contain beef, cabbage, spring onion, ginger, and sesame oil. Whatever is in them, dumplings are delicious.
虾饺
Often just referred to as dumplings, these traditional Cantonese shrimp dumplings are transparent and smooth and are most often served in traditional dim sum. The dumplings are yummier than dumplings, but not quite as good as dumplings, or dumplings. Of course, this is just my opinion. You must decide which dumplings are best for your dumpling needs.
烧麦
Native to Hohhot in Inner Mongolia, these dumplings are stuffed with minced mutton, scallion and ginger. There is also a Cantonese version which is usually translated as dumpling and contains pork and mushroom. Dumplings are also part of the dim sum tradition of southern China and are traditionally served alongside dumplings.
粽子
These traditional dumplings are made of glutinous rice stuffed with various fillings and wrapped in bamboo leaves. Westerners often know them as rice dumplings or sticky rice dumplings, but they'll always just be dumplings in my book. Dumplings are traditionally eaten during the Dragon Boat Festival, which usually falls around late May to mid-June. And just one more honorable mention before getting on to my favorite Chinese food.
汤圆
Often simply translated as dumpling, these dumplings are a Chinese dessert that consist of balls of glutinous rice flour, filled with sweet sesame, peanut, or red bean paste. Dumplings are usually boiled and served in soup. Before I get onto my favorite Chinese food, let's just recap the honorable mentions. We have dumplings. Dumplings, dumplings. Dumplings, 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 and of course, dumplings. So it will come as no surprise that my favorite Chinese food is sweet and sour pork.
Hi guys, this is Eddie. If you want to help out Australians like myself get our hands on some delicious Chinese dumplings, the best thing you can do is subscribe to this channel. Share, mate. Zai Jian.